Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This video has been long coming. I started filming this video when I was 39 weeks pregnant and I was going to air it at my 40 weeks, but then Van had a change of plans and decided to come at 39 weeks and 5 days. So it never aired. So I just thought now is the time. Very simple, very minimalist. I'm just gonna walk you through it and show you what we've got going on in here, okay? Okay, so over here is the changing table area. I've never changed him on this table once, but I have the pad out just in case. There's some Bible verses over there that my Bible study leader gave me for him, and some alphabet Bible study verses that my friend gave me. Got little precious moments my aunt gave me. In there is just the cloth diapers, and then the bottom row is the blankets. I showed that in my cloth diaper video, so if you haven't seen that video, you can go watch that after this. These are wet bags, so these just go in my diaper bag. So when we're out on the go and we change the diaper, the dirty ones go in here, so that when we get home, we can just empty them into the laundry basket and get those washed. Here we just have just a little basket for his clothes, $5 at Target, and then I'd already had this tote, so this tote's just doubling as my diaper bag, so you can really have a baby and it not break the bank. So those are just some things that I have, and this is this area. So that's this little corner of the room, and there's not much more to it. So over here we have his bed, and you might be like, what the heck, that's not a crib. And it's not, because we're not using a crib, and that's because we're doing a Montessori floor bed. In Montessori, they do the floor bed so that they're able to get in and out of bed and explore and understand their area and their environment. So his room is a completely yes area, so it's all baby proof. We got covers on the outlets, and just everything in here that he can access is okay for him to access. So there's no issue with that, and that's the main key factor when you're doing a floor bed. A lot of the concern is, what if they roll out? Well, if they do, it's a very short drop. I know kids climb out of their cribs, so that's a lot more of a risk than rolling out of a very short bed. This one is a 6-inch bed, so 5 or 6 inches is really close to the floor, and they'll be okay. And then another concern is, like, well, they're not going to sleep. Obviously, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, but you know, all the things that I've researched about that is that's okay if they want to get up and play, and they'll play, and then eventually they'll either fall asleep where they're at in their activity space, or they'll take themselves back to bed. He doesn't currently sleep in here. Obviously, he sleeps with us since he's weeks old. I'm not sure when I'll move him into here. I would say between 6 months to a year, just because I'm breastfeeding and it's much easier the closer he is. But given that, I can always move him in here and just come and lay on here. So a little bit about this bed. We picked a twin just so it would grow with him. So when you do the Montessori floor bed, you want to make sure that the bed isn't so squishy. It's more of a firm, steady mattress, just so they can't like get stuck in it like a pillow top or a foam mattress. So when we do move him in here, if I need to feed him for a nap or to put him to bed, obviously I'll have a comfortable place to do that. So that's pretty much it. I just have some blankets here. These are really special. So my cousin made me this quilt. So cute. Let's show off the work. Let me make sure I have it the right way. Oh, I guess it's versatile. So she made me this quilt. So freaking beautiful. Well, she made Van this quilt. Beautiful artwork. I'm telling her she needs an Etsy shop, so I'll let you know if she ever does that. And then this blanket here, my great grandma made, and then my grandparents had finished it. So it wasn't finished, she just did the quilt part, and my grandpa and grandma went and had it backed for him. So this is even bigger, so this will last through at least like 7, 8, 9 years old. Super special. We're so blessed to have people do all this homemade, handmade stuff. I love it. And I really wish that I knew how to quilt, because it is definitely a lost treasure, knowing how to sew and quilt and all that. So that's the floor bed. If I'm worried about him rolling off, also, I've seen you can put like a pool noodle up under the sheets, but they typically learn their space when they're in this bed. So once they're adjusted, they won't really roll off. This is floor bed, and I think it's gonna work out great. I'll keep you posted on it. Everything that I have planned is ever changing. As motherhood is, you just grow and you adjust, but everything is working out really well. Van, he's just an angel. He's a really calm and chill and all around just like easygoing baby. So we are so blessed with that. So this is the floor bed, not much to it. And we'll just move on to the exciting part of the room, the activity space. I'm just gonna assume that you can see me. All right, so this activity space, so I have this little play mat that I got. It's foam, it's easily wipeable. So if he spits up, if he pees, if he poops, anything, wipe it on up. And it's soft, good for crawling. We have this foam mattress. Got this for $25 at Marshall's. And look at the colors. It's neutral toned. The other side is very loud. We're not gonna do, we won't be doing that. That's just too much, too overpowering. We have 2 wooden rockers, and they're 2 different sizes, so I love it. So he has one for when he's real small, like able to sit up on his own. We can sit him on this one. So when he can sit up on his own, we'll use this little rocker, and then when he's walking and everything, we'll use that one. These were both given to me by some dear people. Love those little rockers. Then we got a mirror here. This mirror is for playtime. It's for tummy time. I do some side laying exercises. I'll come in here and put him on his tummy or on his side and face him to the mirror. Babies love looking in the mirror. They just love to look at themselves, smile. They love watching people's faces and facial expressions. So that'll be great for him to watch, look at himself, interact with himself in the mirror. Then we have this shelf here. So this shelf here is Montessori inspired. Each cubby is a different activity. The key with this is you rotate activities as they grow, and once they've mastered it or get bored with the ones in there, then you switch them out. So they're not overstimulated. They only have certain activities in here, and then they're able to learn a skill and really master it. So for the infant, I have this tummy time play mat. This has contrasting colors. So right now in his developmental stage, it's like sensory stuff. So he's really focused on these black and white high contrast pictures and images. And then the other side has a mirror. Then I have all my wooden, I probably shouldn't have all these in here at once, but I have all my Montessori wooden toys. So I have a wooden rattle with a bell. So this is a really strong sound. And then I have a more quiet rattle. And I have a little bit bigger of one of these too. And then these are just little, you can roll them around on the floor. This helps with crawling. So if you see this right here. So it helps them like learn to reach and kind of move. And then just like a teether, wooden teether. And this is probably a little more advanced. It's like a stretchy, little cute wooden caterpillar. Look at that smile. And then this last one is just different sensory balls. So these ones are all plastic, but they just have different textures, so he can learn textures and learn how to grab these different textures. And then I do plan to put some wool dryer balls, so I actually use those in my dryer, but I plan to get some more for this ball bucket for him to play with. That's pretty much all we have for this shelf, but these toys will be different. They'll rotate as he grows. If you guys are interested, like or comment and I can continue showing you what's rotating on this shelf. And then behind me here, I'll move. Behind me is his little bookshelf. So the key for Montessori is you want everything at their level, because this is his room. This is for him. This is not for me. I've seen nursery tours where the bookshelf is like high up on the wall and I'm like, what in the world? That makes no sense. The bookshelves are open and they're accessible to him. He can just come and grab a book. So this low shelf is the baby books. Like this book especially, it's sensory, you can hear it. And then all those contrasting colors. Just a really good baby book, first word book. God Loves Your Nose. It's gonna have to, because his dad and I both have big noses, you know. All the books for him to choose, to sit down, to read, to encourage reading, because reading is very important in development. I really wish that I was more into reading. Now I love it. Personally, I do not like fiction books though. Like anything I read has to be nonfiction and applicable to my life. I really can't get into those storybooks and stuff. It's just not my jam and it's not my thing. This is pretty much it. Just a minimalist Montessori nursery, and it's very practical and I just love it. I think it's very peaceful. It's very calming. But yeah, that's it for the tour. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it inspired you. I hope it gave you a different outlook maybe than you have considered, because this is very budget friendly and very pleasing to the eye and very practical. So go ahead and like and subscribe. Thank you for your compliance. Appreciate it.